Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Brandon Fairfax, Vice President at Athene, to discuss busting annuity myths. Brandon, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill. Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
All right, you got it. Before we get into the myths, let's take a step back here. We don't usually talk about annuities much, so explain to our audience what an annuity is and how they fit into an investor's retirement plan.
Absolutely. Great question. So an annuity is an insurance contract designed for long-term retirement savings. Modern annuities come in a variety of designs and a variety of features. And the benefits they provide address many of the core risks and challenges that people planning for retirement are facing. So things like, access to principal protection or protection from market loss, guaranteed rates of return or accumulation potential, access to guaranteed income, the idea of creating a retirement paycheck that can last for an individual's lifetime, taking away longevity risk and longevity concerns.
I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward to me. So why are annuities often misunderstood?
Yeah, great question. I think that starts with the concept that there's a little bit of a paradox of choice that happens, right? There are a lot of options out there in the marketplace today to create retirement savings. It's crucial that people planning for either in or near in retirement understand their options. But the reality is no individual can understand the pace that the build of different solutions comes in the marketplace today. So I think that really underscores the importance of financial advice, of education, and making sure you're working with a qualified financial professional.
And there are three key myths that need to be debunked regarding annuities. Let's start with annuities are complicated and confusing. Are they?
I think the reality is retirement planning is complicated. I think again, it comes with a lot of choice. It comes with a lot of decisions. It comes with a lot of macroeconomic factors to consider, personal considerations for how you build a retirement plan. And it comes with a lot of confusion that can exist among individuals hitting that moment. So again, it's really important that individuals work with a qualified financial professional. If you look under the hood of annuities specifically, and you look at the core features, while annuities are a sophisticated solution, many of the core benefits they provide are addressing very straightforward challenges retirees face, like the ones we talked about earlier. Protection from market loss, ability to create a lifetime income stream you can't outlive, et cetera.
Another myth is associated with annuity performance relative to the market. Can that also be debunked?
Absolutely. I think, the idea of what performance and returns look like for a retiree is a very individualized situation, right? So I think the reality of market volatility over the last several years has created, timing and real challenges for individuals to rethink how they're approaching and building their retirement strategies. Within that, annuities specifically provide, a really powerful tool around providing access to potential for market-linked returns without sacrificing protections as those individuals are nearing retirement. In our industry, to share a little bit of jargon, and I'll tell you what it means, we have this concept called zero's your hero. And that's not meant to say investors are trying to seek 0% or not to seek returns, but it's meant to say that sometimes the idea of not losing or protecting your loss can be a big win for those individuals nearing those critical moments in retirement.
And finally, Brandon, how do you address lack of transparency and hidden charges?
Yeah, great question. So I think it's important to know that the financial services industry in totality is a highly regulated industry. Financial professionals are required to be licensed. They're required to take training to educate themselves on product, and they're required to take continuing education to make sure that their skills are sharp, their knowledge is fresh of how the landscape evolves. From a carrier standpoint, a company offering an annuity in the marketplace, we're required to completely disclose all fees and charges related to any offering we put in the marketplace. So the reality is there is a whole lot of transparency that exists in market today. And I think it just reinforces the importance of working with a qualified financial professional to make sure that you as an individual, investor consumer can understand, the wealth of options out there, including the value annuities can provide.
All right, Brandon, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks, Jill.